Yeah, that's right. You saw the thumbnail. You saw the thumbnail, right? I thought it was pretty funny. But acid Kuba Kuba, number one first cigar smoked. You ask a ton of people, hey, what's the first cigar you ever smoked? I smoked the acid Kuba Kuba. Why? Because it's got that patchouli smell. It's got that delicious flavor. It's got that sweetness on the cap. It's got that infusion of essential oils and botanicals just weaving around in there. It's one of them cigars that if you're smart cigar shop, you're going to a festival and you're setting up a booth, you're going to fire up an acid Kuba Kuba. Why? Because it smells good, and the guy's gonna want to smoke a cigar, and his girls with him say, "Oh, but we're here doing Lollapalooza, or whatever festival it is, and I don't want you smoking stinky cigars." No such thing as stinky cigars, just cigars that smell better than others. I stand on that. But they're like, "God, that smells good. Why don't you smoke those cigars?" And he's like, "Well, I'm going to smoke a cigar and I won't get fussed at, so I'll buy that cigar and I'll buy another cigar and I'll smoke that one first, then I'll smoke the other one because she's not going to kiss me because I taste like cigars, so why not, right? But at least I'll have 45 minutes apiece before I fire up my other one." Then he takes that cigar and he puts it in his mouth, and there's a change. That sweetness of the cap is just delicious, delightful, and lovely. And then as he's putting that smoke into his mouth, he's getting the flavors of great tobacco mixed with just a deliciousness of botanicals, essential herbs, and organics. All natural, all delicious, all wonderful, just swimming around on your palate. But Bob, why are you smoking that cigar backwards? That's the cap, you big dummy. Well, if you don't know about it, let me introduce you to Safari style. It's where you smoke the cigar in the opposite way that manufacturer would want you to smoke it. Some cigars will, okay, let's get technical. It's front load and back load. So the little tips that you pull off after you finish your bunch, you put some to the top, front load, some to the back load, and some are different than others, and it gives you transitions. Well, smoking it in the other direction gives you a different experience. You can actually buy a box of cigars, smoke half forwards, half backwards, and you have basically two different cigars. Don't believe me? Try it. Almost all of them are that way. Some are not, but most are. But the acid line, they don't sweeten the whole cigar. They don't put that glue, that cap glue, with that sweetness on it, on the whole cigar. They put it on the cap. And so if you don't like that much sweetness, right? You can smoke it the other way and you still get the infusion, because although the glue does not go all the way through the cigar, the infusion does. That tobacco is treated so well. That great tobacco is treated so well, and it's just infused in those awesome herbs and botanicals, essential oils. And then that's put into the blend, so it's all the way through. You'll taste it all the way through. You don't believe me? Fire one up Safari style. Now, out of all the cigars that I have that are acids, and I've run through the whole acid line, I run through it many, many times. I love the acid line. Plush is one of my favorite. Toast early in the morning or a late night infused cigar is fantastic. Of course, you have the tobaccos as well, and the Laratans, and then you've got Leather Rose, which isn't infused, but it does have pipe tobacco in it. It's all those non-traditional cigars. Love them all. I also love the traditionals as well, but we're talking about the infused. But out of the acid line, the Kuba Kuba, the sweetness is a little distracting to me. It is the sweetest, arguably, out of all of them in the glue. Now the plush is close, but I have a crush on that plush. That plush is just amazing. Cuba Arte is pretty good too, but this is going to give you that whole music festival experience on top of amazing tobacco flavor. You're going to get just a swimmingness of deliciousness in your mouth, and I mean that. So leave me a comment, please, telling me what your Safari style experience is. Tell me what cigars you smoke as a Safari style. Now, I'll tell you what, one cigar I almost smoke exclusively Safari style is the Pappy Van Winkle barrel fermented. That just changes the game. It does. It's so good, both ways. But you want to amp up your game, flip that joker around, set that Tapa Negra on fire. Oh my gosh, so good, so good, so good. But you deserve great cigars. Drew Estate's a great place to get great cigars. Grab your Drew Estate, fire it up. Leave me a comment too. Tell me what your favorite Drew Estate cigar is. I would love to know. And I'm going to go and smoke this because I got a safari to go to. Later, Tater. Love you. Mean it.